This is Moment with Friends. Presented to you by Chris Goldshow.
It's been so long, baby. I've been waiting for the signs. I just back on Limio, and it'll be so long, baby, if I ever cross the line. For so long, too long, I've been waiting for this moment. For so long, too long.
Hi guys, welcome to Chris Gold Show. On today's show, I have in the house wonderful ladies, pharmacists. It's not easy now. Word changers, fires. God. So this is Taiwo.
Yes, Tiwo, fire. Call me Taiwo, Tiwo, whichever you choose.
And this is.
Hey guys, my name is Azine. It's good to be here.
They call her Zinibe. Word
changer.
Word changer.
I can't shout.
Okay, so my name is Christy Oni, aka Chris Gold.
Yeah.
Shape.
Yeah.
Alright, so actually those friends came visiting and it's really nice and we decided to do a show together. So moments with
friends.
Yeah, moments with friends.
Yeah.
Right. So today, we are ladies. Yeah, of course I'm married, but I'm still a lady.
What's the singles or singles or
My dear, they are such. If you have husband, though, are you kidding me? If you have husband, though,
we don't mind.
She does not mind.
I don't mind.
Do you mind?
I don't mind. No, I mind.
You mind?
Yes.
Alright, so we just want to talk about ladies' stuffs, like you see ladies' stuffs. So I would be asking them their view on certain matters, and you see, I hope they would say right things home. So let's get started. Alright, so the first question would be directed to Taiwo first, though I'll still come back to it. So now, Taiwo, if you go out on a date, I know you are someone that the guy says, Taiwo, you see, we just met, let's meet out, let's go out on a date. In short, you are single and you are searching. So you are open to a lot of dates, same with Azine. So if a guy says, let's go on a date, and then of course you guys set the venue, you set the date, you set the time, and you meet at the venue, or maybe comes pick you, I don't know. Then you get to the place and then they bring the menu and then you're like, the fee is, your bill is 5,000, that's even small, in this Lagos, 50,000 naira. Please, who should pay for the bill? The lady or the guy?
Okay. Thank you for the question, Christy. In the first place, if I were in that situation,
okay,
the bill would never be 50,000 naira. Because we are going to take a look at the bill in the first place before placing our order.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at the corresponding costs.
Are you kidding me?
Of the items.
Yes.
Because I personally don't like to be at the mercy of another person.
Okay.
And especially considering that it's a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting to know this person.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to give a wrong perspective of myself.
Okay.
No, so is the guy ordering now? It's not he's asked for the dates. So
yes, he asked for the date,
and he's willing to pay.
I'm going to try to reduce the cost to the very for myself.
Okay.
For myself.
Okay.
For myself.
Okay.
However, I would expect the guy to pay.
Okay.
I
Why?
would expect the guy to pay because he asked for the date. But I'm also going to make sure that I don't ask for too much.
Okay, you see why I brought up this question is this whole feminism here and there, equality. So all these should I say feminists now? I expect them to say we have to share the cost. Why should a guy pay for my fee? Like really?
He asked for the date. He got the date. Exactly.
Okay, so what do you actually think, isn't it?
Me, I'll not lie. I feel do date. Very good. 100,000. I know. Can you say it? I don't understand. That's just the truth. So you ask for the date.
Okay.
Let's go out. I agree. I wear clothes. I dress. I don't know how much I bought my clothes. I mean, come on. So of course, definitely, when I see the so I cannot be ordering BBT, especially if it's the one that I'll ask you, please order. I don't anything you want, you know. So, but if they bring the bill, brother, you're the one that order. Thank you. But I don't mind personally. I don't see anything wrong with like splitting the money. Like, okay, you don't have because I know that I will have the money, so you can split the money. How much do you want to pay? Or just give them ATM card. But if the guy is sensible, just like, okay, girl, don't pay now. You know, let me just pay for the date and all. But there's nothing wrong in a lady paying for a date, and there's nothing wrong in saying, okay, let's split the money. It's a date. We're getting to know each other. We're trying to be.
I agree with you, isn't it? I remember one of my previous dates.
Okay.
I intentionally
interesting.
allowed the guy to pay. But one thing I made sure I did was to pay for something. So I paid for
even
the
if
part
it's
of
a
the
drink
ticket
or
on the way home.
something. Like even if it's a drink you're paying for and the guy is paying for the food, there's nothing bad in like
True, I agree.
Okay.
So yeah, basically.
Alright guys, I really understand your part. Like I really understand what you guys say. But now let's agree the guy is to pay, right?
Yeah.
And then it happened that it happens a lot, even where I work, people come, they pay and then the POS just decides not to work and they don't accept transfer and it has just one card. So what are you going to do? And the bill is 100,000 according to Ezine that doesn't mind going for even
if his POS is not working. I mean like if his POS is not working, there's no problem. I'll use my card. Use my card and I'd say if he has sense he will surely transfer the money to me. But if he doesn't, I don't mind, like we ate the food together. So I've actually been on a date before where I spent close to like I personally ordered the food. The guy was like, oh yeah, let's order food though. I ordered for him and his own bill was 15k and my own was like 10k. So at the end of it, none of the POS break. I said, like, should I pay for something? You know, in my mind, I'm like, this guy knows I should pay. But finally, he paid and his POS went. So if his POS don't work, I don't mind. I can pay because we both ate the food together. But still, to pay me, but as you know, as that goes on, you know, it's all still.
What if you don't? Oh, well, let's hear from Taiwo. What do you think?
Okay, I already established that I'm not going to buy more than I can chew.
Okay.
So while placing the order, I'm going to place an order for something that I know is within my own means.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that if push comes to shove, I will be able to rise to the occasion and pay from my own pockets. So if a situation like that occurs and there is a POS challenge and the guy is unable to pay, I could pay.
Okay, nice. So actually, the most important thing is, don't do more than yourself.
Exactly.
And then, there are some ladies that they don't have, wait, before I even say what I wanted to say, what if you don't have enough money? Like that time, there are times when ladies are broke.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like ladies are broke.
Let me share
Okay.
experience. It wasn't a date. I was supposed to spend time with a friend who was celebrating his birthday.
Okay.
So we're at the cinema. He didn't have sufficient amount of money on him, and he asked me, "Taiwo, do you have so and so amount?" I didn't have sufficient amount because I had already calculated my transport fare back home. So I gave him what I could, and that was fine.
Okay. Okay. So because what I wanted to say was on a norm, like. You are meant to have something as ladies.
Yes.
Don't go on a date empty and there. Like you carry a purse and your purse is empty. God. See, we are not this kind of ladies that would do such. You should, be an independent lady. At least go on a date that even if anything happens, you can easily say,
drop something.
Don't worry, you can use my card. Even despite I'm married, there are times when me and my husband will go out to even ShopRite. As far as ShopRite is, we go and by the time we buy a lot of things. Then his card, he uses this kind bank that I don't even know what. The bank is just as, I don't know, let me not even say much about that. But the card just decides to decline at that important time, like, 40,000 naira worth of goods. So in that case, we're already in front, people are queuing, expecting you to get them. I just do what? Bring out my purse. Okay, don't worry, just use this. I use GT Bank, so usually GT Bank does not fail. I'm not trying to promote them, but that's justice. I just say, okay, don't worry, just keep that aside and give my card.
It's actually
and of course, he returns my money.
So you're saying that your money is not our money.
Oh no,
but his money is our money.
Everything is the same. Okay, so next question. What turns you off on the first date? If you go out with a guy, what most likely would turn you off?
I once went out with a guy,
Okay.
and his bad breath turned me off
Oh my God.
instantly.
Ew.
My mind was already blocked from
He's
whatever
just
he was going to say.
That's all I'm going to tell you. Did you leave the date or
No, I didn't.
cope?
Oh no, I tried to be as polite as possible. I also tried to maintain my distance as far
far
as I
as
My
could.
social
God. I can imagine that. Gosh.
So what about you? What turns you off on the
Ah.
first date?
What told me? I not really had any bad experience per se, but what told me of I'm very very observant on the first date because
Okay.
like let me see the kind of person this person is. So the way the person talks, maybe the person is talkative. I once went out with a talkative. I mean I'm very reserved person, so
Isn't it reserved?
yeah, I'm
Reserved?
reserved.
Alright.
I'm not reserved.
No,
You're
very
reserved. Very reserved.
Actually,
man.
so the person was just talking. Please, we came for a day. Let's talk about eat good food. You not order food. You be talking. I don't like food. I don't like food. It's all okay.
Okay, well, I've actually, not really date Sha, but me, I'm someone that loves to go out. So even if I meet you, and that was before I got married, anyways. So if I meet you and you say,
changed now.
no, I go out on dates with my guy now. Usually, of course, Corona and everything. So,
Okay.
but usually with my guy, anyway. So
God, please give me my own guy.
don't worry, don't worry. All right, so like I said, I'm someone that loves to go out. So I mean, Christy, let's meet up. Of course, what am I doing? So I'm that kind of person. So on quite a number of times, I've gone out with guys, and okay, so one is your composure. I mean, you're on a date and. First, the way you're dressed. I mean, some would dress anyhow.
I'm telling you.
I mean
It's a date.
it's a date.
Look
Yeah,
good, but
look like a gentleman.
Don't undersell yourself.
Exactly. And of course, I don't say you should not overdress where I'd rather come. No, that's one. Then two is the way you eat. Like, imagine you eating and you're.
Oh my
You
God.
get, you're in a public space and you're with that guy and he's. Uncle.
Brutal.
No,
That's a
look, you
potential
get,
brutal.
that's that. Then I went on, I mean, it's not a date, so like I said, but I went out with a guy and all of a sudden, maybe his back was itching him or something. So he said, maybe his face he just come out and like, he just put his hand inside his clothes.
Are you serious?
I mean, I'm in a
In
public
a public
space.
space.
You get
Jeez.
people are coming and I'm like, I just did like this, like, gosh, like what's
Someone
all
like him
this?
needs to take a class in social polish, so they will know how to probably relate in the public.
Social polish.
Social policy. For 101. I want to enroll some people.
No, really. Like, so I just think for me, alongside with other things you guys have mentioned,
Yes.
it just turns me off like,
In addition to what you said, and just like Ezine mentioned, you shouldn't on a date. You should be the kind of person who wouldn't talk too much, yet be able to maintain a good conversation with the other person.
I mean, flow, like we're on a date, you're not supposed to just be boring. I mean, you talk about getting to know each other, talk sensible, don't talk Chelsea or Arsenal,
I remember one thing that turned me. Okay, not turned me off, but almost turned me off in the conversation with a guy. He was always asking me, "Am I boring? Am I boring?" You don't expect me to say yes.
It's boring.
And then another thing people do when they go out on a date is they press their phone while they're with their partner. Ladies do it, guys do it. It could be you. So it's something that turns the second person off. Like, why would I be with you? I think I used to do it at some point. Like, even at home, maybe I'm with my guy and I'm just pressing phone. You'll be like, gosh, can't you just have like a family moment, like a family time? The conversations you're having on the phone can wait at least. I'll be like, God, you don't understand. It's all like it's boiling. You feel like at least. So it's another important thing you need to take note. On a date, at least that sets time. Will give it to that partner of yours. So that's that. So finally, guys, because of time, there's this trending video of "Mommy, calm down now.
Mommy, calm down.
Mama, shape them more.
Mommy, you need to be resting small.
Rest is like this." So, but let's just talk about it. The normal Yoruba mother that I know of, Nigerian mother, not even Yoruba mother, Nigerian mother, a child will now come and say, "Mommy, calm down." Would they even allow you to explain yourself before they?
Someone like me, I can't afford to say it. I can't afford to say it.
Okay, you're from a Yoruba home. She's from Igbo family. Good.
Right.
So let's hear Yoruba family. How does it work? Is it like the same thing?
If I make a mistake of saying that, my mommy would take me back to her roots and tell me how when she was younger, they never dared to speak back at their parents. That I want more days. Say, Jenny, you know, and they'll be like, I'll have to start explaining myself to say, "Mommy, that's not what I mean. No, can you take a farabale? Anyway, and the kind of mother I have, she would still refer to that matter at a later date. God bless you.
In fact, mothers are the same. It happens same. In fact, in my family, if you do something wrong, they will first beat you. Like, you don't get. If she's in the kitchen, she will carry a robe or something. Well, you guys can call each other this, but by then, I don't know. That's just the way it is. They just
that's their own way.
That's their own way of disciplining the child. And of course, nowadays they'll start telling you all sort of things like, you see, domestic violence. God is not too young, but especially this. How old is the boy? It doesn't even look like he's 5 yet.
But I should tell you that I saw on the TV show,
okay,
where they interviewed the mother, the father, and the child.
Okay.
CBC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So the producer it took that step to interview the entire family, and they actually asked whether the mother beat the child, and she said no. And the boy was also asked. He said no. Then one of the ladies on the show asked why he was always doing stuff that would make his mother beat him, and he childishly said sorry, and everybody burst into laughter. So I get, based on what the mother said, she said he had always been putting up such show anytime she wanted to beat him, and she found it hilarious, and she had been telling her friends and sisters about it. So she wanted to make a video recording of it so she could show them, and they could also get the picture. That was the entire point of it.
So
and
let's hear Izzy's view on this matter in your family, like Igbo family, like the average Igbo family. You tell what's calm down in Igbo.
No one doesn't even want to hear. Calm down with him. Igbo stop.
But really, children of nowadays,
I'm telling you, children of nowadays, they have this guts, and they're those. I really love the video because it showed the guy was just like how
he was free.
And people said he's a very good negotiator.
Yes, that's what people said.
I'm glad he went viral. Now he's everywhere.
I just hope he won't keep doing this every time he makes mistakes. Because it gets to a point, if a guy is trying to do this and he grows up like that, like just say, mommy, calm down now, this and that, and then he goes away with that without being punished. Because little children needs to be taught how to take responsibility.
Exactly.
When they do something wrong,
you
get. So if it continues like that every now and then, you will get to a stage where it will be like, once I tell her, mommy, calm down now, and then he thinks he can go like scot-free. Omo, calm down though.
Calm down, guys.
After beating you, I will not calm down.
Typical Nigerian parents.
Where's the child coming from? Mommy, calm down. Well, it's really nice having you guys. Because of time, I feel like we should go on and on to share our views, but we just have to go. So thank you so much, guys, for watching.
Thank you.
And it's nice for having you guys.
Same here. Nice being here too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys next week.
Hopefully next week. See you next week.
You guys.
Hopefully.
All right. Bye.
Bye.